It's time for game number 5 for Women's League Round 2. And without wasting any time, I'm going to call out the team. Put your hands together and please welcome Team Jaipur Regals. The girls of Jaipur Regals need to win this one. It is a must-win with a margin if they want to make it ahead in the competition for Round 2. And playing against Jaipur Regals are the defending champions of Round 1. Put your hands together and please welcome Team Delhi Divas. Team Delhi look pumped up as always, all ready and set. It is now toss time for game number 5 at Round 2 for Women's League. Can I invite the captains for the toss, please? The captains are here. You know the drill. Who's calling? All right. Delhi Divas called for heads. Tails it is. And Jaipur Regals will take the ball. This one's a must watch. Don't miss it.
Thank you, Rishi. And watching those two legends of women's basketball on the floor at the same time is exciting indeed. You can see the camaraderie between them. Jaipur Regals were going to be represented by jersey number 10, Lekhana Hegde, Yeri Sangma, jersey number 7. And instead of Nishita Dadich, we'll have Shaili Upadhyay wearing jersey number 9, and Anita Poldurai with 15. Delhi Divas will be represented by Khushi Alawat with 15. Number 10, Ishika Chowdhury, Raspreet Sidhu, jersey number 6. And Riddhi Sharma will come in place of Tavleen Bandal wearing jersey number 24. And these are the defending champions, Delhi Divas. And Anita has just joined Jaipur Regals after a tough tournament that she just played and injured a calf muscle. She is an injured warrior, all right, but anything can happen. And if Delhi play the way they played earlier on and tighten their defense as they always have and played a smart game, they should find this a fairly easy task. I wouldn't say easy. It's definitely not going to be easy for them, but they will have everything worked out in order to pull off a victory from Jaipur Regals. But if Anita Poldurai can be finding her form just in time, then she can make this a ball game and a half for the Jaipur Regals itself. She has the support of Lekhana, Yeri and Shaili for her team. The pink jerseys being Jaipur Regals and the Divas wearing red. So on the floor are Shaili, Lekhana and Anita for the Regals. And taking the floor for Delhi will be, in a moment we'll know, Raspreet, Khushi and Ishika. Dropping it to Shaili. Shaili loses the ball to Ishika. Inside to Raspreet. Raspreet turns around for a jumper, but she is fouled in the process, so she is going to go to the line. Ten seconds on and Regals have their first team foul. Raspreet missing the first one. Ball is out of bounds. Lekhana also coming back after a knee injury. Shaili to Lekhana. Lekhana launches a 2 from there, missing it. Tussle between Khushi and Lekhana. Khushi will take the inbounds. Both teams yet to open scores. Ishika drops it inside to Raspreet. Raspreet turns around and a hook shot off the glass. Reverse hook there. Raspreet sinks the first one for them. Anita launching a 2. Yes, she finds it. 2 points for the Regals. Ishika finding Khushi inside. Lekhana is there, taking her tight, but fouling in the process, conceding that foul. So Kushi is going to the free throw line with an opportunity to level scores for Divas. And Kushi is there to convert that one. And joining me in the comm box is none other than our MC, the official MC, Rishi Raj.
Thank you, Aparna. Thank you so much. What a wonderful day we are having, right?
Absolutely.
What do you think of this game?
This is going to be quite the battle if Anita finds her form, and if Raspreet is going to go at it as well. You can be sure they're going to lock on some way or the other. And there are symptoms that that's how it's going to be headed.
Absolutely. Raspreet has been having a wonderful day on the court so far. She's been actually swooshing everything that goes in the air for her. I think they're getting better at this.
Delhi Divas have picked up a very slender lead right now. 1 point extra they have when compared to the Regals. 8 minutes 48 on the clock. This is Shaili. Shaili tries to drop it inside to Anita, but that was checked by Ishika.
I've been watching the team Jaipur Regals closely, and Aparna, I think they have tremendous amount of talent. They just need to get their sync right, reduce their fouls. Maybe they can actually do wonders on the court.
Absolutely, and we do find that there is no dearth of talent. In fact, almost on all the teams, it's when these young ones start flowing smoothly and taking, mustering the courage to make those attempts. We're finding them performance has been better, and they've really been able to put up those numbers on the scoreboard.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Well, that was a good rebound.
Putting it back inside, that is Kushi Alawat for Delhi. Lekhna all the way around, takes it to the hoop, and she converts it. Another one for the Regals, trailing by just one. Dropping it inside to Raspreet. Raspreet kicks it out. That's an air ball. Ishika will step outside for a bit while Riddhi Sharma steps in for Delhi. Anita dropping it inside to Lekhna, who cuts in. This is something that Lekhna should look to convert, because that was a beautiful opportunity to score and she's not able to make the best of it. Raspreet. A tough one there for Raspreet. She couldn't convert that this time. And what a block by Raspreet. Not allowing Anita that too. Shaili this time. She finds nothing but net. 2 points more to the Regals. They have a slender lead of 1. And in return, Kushi drops one in. Shaili, once again, rebounded by Kushi, back to Raspreet. Raspreet with a hesitation move, takes it inside, kicks it out. And off the glass, that is Riddhi Sharma for Delhi. Anita dropping it to Lekhna, back to Shaili. And Shaili gets one for the Regals. Rishi, you are on the court and watching the action.
Yes.
How bad is the wind factor for them, and what is the playing conditions? Tell us more about it.
Well, to be very honest, I think the heat is killing on the court as of now. The athletes and the players are actually getting dehydrated and feeling very hot. But these timeouts help them a lot to get their energy back. The strategy is going good, or discuss it, what's going on wrong. But, I think while you're on the court, none of this actually gets into your head apart from the scorecard.
So Rishi, tell us, what is the secret of your energy?
I think it's the mic. I think it's this whole atmosphere of getting through this amazing sport, this amazing season, this amazing league. I think the vision that we all have understood that our league commissioner, Mr. Rohit Bakshi, wants to do for the sport. And I think it's just amazing that as soon as I enter the court and have that mic in my hand, I just feel so good that we have reached where we are today. And it's really so good to have you on board with us, because this is an honor to be sharing this mic with you.
Thank you so much, Rishi. And it's an absolute pleasure to be working with you. Both of us have been with the league since season one, and we've had some amazing memories that we have. And we continuously keep going back and forth discussing those memories and creating new ones in the process as well. We've had a lot of new bonds, new friends made every season.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing camaraderie, right? Especially when we sit at the dinner table.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's wonderful. It's wonderful how we do a 9 to 9 and still have energy to discuss the whole day, while at the end of the day, and more than that, you know what? I really respect. I really respect the vision of this man on screen, Mr. Rohit Bakshi, because so many obstacles and hurdles he has to face to go through this. And at the end of the day, it's just us who are seen doing the job, and it looks like it's all our hard work. But to be very honest, all the people who are behind the screen, from the cameraman to the event crew, everybody. So that's what it is. I mean, kudos to all of them.
Well said, Rishi. And while we were reminiscing and talking about the league itself, Delhi have managed to put those points on the board and they have taken it up by 2. In fact, that was Raspreet with the 2. And this time Raspreet intercepts it and she picks it off. Off the glass she goes, draws a foul in the process. Raspreet Sidhu for Delhi.
Well, that's the first one for Delhi, and it comes out of Raspreet. So, compared to the last game that Delhi Divas had, they're doing pretty good with that. They don't have a foul yet. So, I think, yeah, they've got the strategies right. Because I was talking to Raspreet in the post-match interview, and she said, now that I've mentioned it and everybody knows, we need to reduce our fouls.
They do, but it's Regals that are going to be in foul trouble very soon because they have 5 fouls already and barely half the game has passed. Yeri unable to make that one.
That's true. That's true. This is the reason why I have been constantly telling that the Regals need to get their game going, get their swing going, because consistently, even in round 1, if you see, they have been the highest as far as the fouls are concerned.
And here we can also see Shivam Yadav, who's one of the men behind the scenes who's done some unstintingly selfless work to make sure that the league got off to a good start. And this venue has been fantastic so far.
Absolutely. All thumbs up, and a great shout out to Wyndham Chandigarh Mohali. The staff, the management has been so kind to us. Also our venue and hospitality partner. So yes, all kudos to them. We're going to spend almost a month with them. So it's like a family reunion here.
Definitely great memories being made. And the league is off to a hot start is what I would say. Lekhna,
Jaipur Regals are coming.
She almost lost it, but she managed to put it up on the board, right?
True. I want to ask you, Aparna, looking at the games here from the comm box, when an injury happens to a player, how do you think that a player should probably have precautionary measures to it? What's your point of view?
My point of view is, first thing is to come well prepared. So that would mean several months and years of discipline training to strengthen yourselves to undergo any kind of activity that's required by the sport.
Right.
And once injuries are inevitable, but you can stave it for as long a time as possible. And when you're very fit and when the injuries happen, your recovery time is much faster. So you have to ensure that you are in the best shape of your life to make sure if you sustain an injury, you can come back stronger and faster.
Absolutely.
Nutrition is important, rest is important, and these days I find so many people just glued to the phones and losing out on sleep.
True.
That's not the good way to do it.
Right. Getting back to the game, everybody, Jaipur Regals have climbed their way up and the score is 9-9, and if this goes in, which doesn't, it is going to be a tough one. But Jaipur Regals have climbed their way up into this game and giving a tough time to the Delhi Divas. Let's see what happens. We've just got 5 minutes more for the game.
Spinning and taking it to the hoop. Raspreet is unable to make it, but there is a tussle under the board for the rebound that was between Raspreet and Lekhna.
Ishika has not been in a good form comparatively to what she was in round 1.
Might just be a temporary setback, and hopefully she can find her form fast enough. Lekhna launching a long 2. But hustling under the board, that is Riddhi Sharma, who picks up the ball for her team and saves it. Raspreet for a 2. It's an air ball.
Trust me, Aparna, it is so hot out there. I don't know how these players are surviving, but I think discipline and the love for the game gets them going. It's so many emotions you get. I can see the highlights, and all I feel is Those memories are wow. Ah, Raspreet misses
Raspreet
it.
loses it. Raspreet herself has been such a trooper in this series, and having sustained injuries as well, she is just plodding on and making her team better and better with every passing game.
True that, true that. All right, Aparna, it's been a pleasure. It's just got 4 minutes to go back on the court for the post-match interview. I might just come back and surprise you again. Thank you for having me.
This has been a wonderful surprise, Rishi. You're always welcome to the comm box. I'm sure you and I will have a great time behind the mic.
Thank you so much.
Lekhna, does a shot count? 3 minutes 57, and definitely was a lovely surprise having Rishi, our official MC, here with us. Jaipur Regals, a bit of confusion with the scores there. Delhi Divas have 10, Jaipur Regals have 9, and the fouls conceded. Regals have 5 versus Divas 2. They'll have to figure out how they can up the scores for their side and ensure they don't get into foul trouble and give Divas an edge that they don't want to give them. They have to stave the challenge for the next 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes or so. And that's what the Delhi Divas are looking at. Defending champions and all, they do have a lot of expectations to live with. Raspreet imparting valuable advice to her team and ensuring that they get the job done on the floor. So it's going to be Raspreet, Khushi and Ishika on the floor, while Lekhna, Shaili and Anita will take the floor. Ishika back out to Khushi. Khushi tries to play one-on-one with Lekhna claims has conceded a foul. It was a great move by Khushi to use that to her advantage and find her way to the free throw line. Sinks that one. Another point added to the Divas total. Trailing by 2. This time Lekhna missing it. Khushi is there to pick up the rebound. Out to Ishika. Ishika to Raspreet. Raspreet being guarded by Shaili, but muscles away and it's an air ball. Anita has the ball. She will take it out, spin, brings it inside, but she loses the ball. Khushi was there to make it difficult for Anita there. 3 minutes 21 on the clock. Ishika spots up for a jumper. She makes it nothing but net for Ishika. Lekhna back to Shaili. Shaili will take it in. Off the glass, Shaili drops one, still keeps it within contention. It's a 2-point ball game. Khushi unable to make it. Shaili with the rebound kicks it out to Anita. Anita is free and takes the 2. She makes that. The scores are now level. 2:50 remaining on the clock. Raspreet this time. Shaili is there to hustle. Anita is there to double team, but a foul has been conceded. 2 minutes 42 on the clock. Raspreet will take the free throw. Makes the first one. Will look to convert the second one as well. She converts the second one too. Lekhna quick to kick it out to Anita. Anita tries to reply with the 2. It's an air ball saved by Shaili. Lekhna with the ball. Lekhna spots up for a 2. Another air ball. The win factor is quite the deal that we've been saying it is. It is affecting the shots of these players. Dropping it to Raspreet inside, Raspreet tries to go inside and score off the glass. She does. So the lead is 3 points, 2:20 on the clock. Anita not challenged, so she's attempting a 2. Rebounded by Raspreet. Setting up a screen is Ishika. Raspreet will attempt a 2. Not there. Kushi has the rebound, tries to put it up off the glass. Lekhna commits a foul. She can't quite believe it. So Kushi is going to go to the free throw line. 2 free throws to her. Misses both the free throws. Ball is out of bounds. It's going to be Jaipur Regals' ball. Out to Anita. Anita being guarded by Raspreet. Both these legends going at each other. Spin move, tries to take it to the hoop but draws a foul in the process. Raspreet not happy with the call. Anita will take the free throw this time for the Regals. Kushi has the rebound, kicks it out to Ishika. Ishika drops it back to Kushi. Lekhna is there to challenge Kushi. Ishika attempts, misses it. Raspreet with the ball this time. She spots up for a 2. And she finds nothing but the net. So that's 17 points. It's going to get more and more difficult for the Regals to get back into the game. Shaili finds her way to the hoop. Shaili makes it off the glass. Drops it to Kushi. Kushi steps back for a jumper, hits a front rim. Ishika with the rebound for Raspreet. Raspreet takes it inside, challenged, but off the glass, she gets one more for her team. 18 points to the Divas. Minute and 2 remaining. The Regals are going to find it very, very difficult. 55.4 on the clock. It looks like Delhi Divas are looking at another entry unchallenged into the semi-final. With 2 victories to their credit, they will be the league toppers in their pool, which is Pool A. And adding one more point to the total is Kushi. So that's 19 to 13. Lekhna for a 2, but that's way off target. A forced one. Finding Ishika once more, who spots up and converts that. 20 points to them. Will they ice it before the game? You can see Shaili once more. She couldn't finish. Kushi draws a foul. An opportunity to close this game. Delhi Divas look completely in control of this situation, and they are securing their place into the semi-finals. And that's it, folks. Kushi ensured that one free throw gave them the victory that they needed. And this is the second time today that the Delhi Divas have iced the game before the 10-minute mark. Great efforts by Delhi Divas. The Jaipur Regals are yet to find their mojo and their groove. You can see some of the visuals and highlights from the game. The defending champions played like defending champions once more today, but although it's not been a cakewalk for them, they have had some resistance It's not going to get easier for them the next round, because once the teams find their mojo, they will try to make it as difficult as possible. At this point in time, they are still looking comfortable as defending champions as they walk into the semi-final. Lekhna almost loses it there, but she managed to retain control and put it off the glass. Anita with the 2. Raspreet off the glass, finding Khushi inside of the glass once more, and Khushi icing that game with a free throw. And the final score of the game that we just witnessed was 13-21 in favor of Delhi Divas. The Jaipur Regals have lost both the games. And let's go over to Rishi.
Defending champions from round 1, Delhi Divas have won both their league games and made it to the semi-finals of round 2 in Women's League. I have Khushi with me. Khushi, congratulations. You were on fire on this game. What happened? What happened after the first game? What did you do? Did you go out and eat something or just took a break? What?
No, it was all this strategy. Raspreeti helps me a lot. She motivates me like, I don't know, the next level. The only reason why I'm so hyped up in the game, that's because of Raspreeti and my team. So yeah, that's...
Yeah, we see that. We see that even when you're sitting on the chair and not on the court in the playing 3, you're always like, you're not actually sitting also, you're just on your feet. But good game, man. You scored a lot of points. Tell us that you're now into the semis and you're the defending champs. Do you feel some kind of pressure?
No pressure. We'll all be calm and then into the semis. That's all. That's finals.
That's some great confidence. Congratulations and good luck for the upcoming games. That was Khushi, who has been swooshing all around the court. Let's see what happens. This is going to be the last league match, and then we have the semis coming up.